I do have to say that I am actually a fan of my comfort zone. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. Your comfort zone is your friend and it's comfortable there, right? And I think that's good. But I also am really interested in stretching my comfort zone. And that's what we are going to do right now. Come join me on my solo traveling adventure. Now I'm sitting in a train to Paris, but there are more trains following and more other means of transportation. I am traveling solo, alone, for the first time in 12 years. And honestly, I'm a bit scared because so many things that can go wrong when traveling are actually so easy to fix when you're not alone, but alone, it's just you. On the other hand, I'm also excited about this because I can be more spontaneous. I'm looking forward to the solitude, to the relationship to myself. The other thing I'm doing differently this time is that I have almost no luggage. Now I'm used to packing minimally, but this is also stretching my comfort zone. The idea is to experience a bit more freedom, to travel a bit more lightly, to care a bit less about belongings. And so let's just see how it goes. I just made it to the train station where the train to Spain is going to depart. That was kind of a lovely walk. Had some lunch. I'm happy everything works so far. And now let's go see if the train is already there. Honestly, traveling with almost no luggage is so great. It's just a walk through Paris, no problem at all. I found my train, now I too have to just get and find my seat. On this trip, I'm spending a lot of time in trains. And honestly, for me, this is just the logical consequence of trying to live sustainably, that I avoid flying and take trains whenever possible. But apart from that, I do have to say that I also just love looking out the window and seeing how the landscape changes from Germany to France to Spain. There is a bit of change, and I think it's just interesting to see how winter is kind of fading away to spring or just a year-round warmer climate. Lighting is terrible and I am tired, and the audio is terrible as well, I'm sure. But I made it to Barcelona. Now I just have to find my hostel and my bed, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Okay, I'm not walking in the right direction. Okay. It's been a long day, but we made a lot of miles. And so tomorrow is gonna be exciting as well, because I've never seen that part of Spain that we're gonna go through by train. So I'm excited. So it's the next morning. I'm walking through Barcelona. It's still dark outside, which is a bit sad. I don't get to see Barcelona by sunlight, maybe on my way back. And I have lost trust in this camera. Like, I never really had it, but this is a small camera and this is a problem because like it just can't do the stuff my big camera can. And we will see how this vlog turns out. But now let's try to catch the train to Cadiz. Let's go. Made it through security. That's a bit crazy here. But now hopefully we will get to the train. So I made it to Cadiz, and this is really where everything felt different. Like I stepped outside of the train and it was warm. So it's a beautiful city. I'm in this really small alleyway where my hostel is supposed to be. I see it already. And it's been a long day. We had some delay, but I will go get some sleep because tomorrow is another big day. I was so happy when I woke up because I realized I slept a lot better than the past few nights, and the hostel I'm sleeping in even offered some free breakfast, and even as early as this, like there was just some cereal staying out there so I could eat something before walking through the town of Cadiz. And honestly, so beautiful again, and the sea, like it's the ocean actually. And now I'm sitting at the bus station, and I think I know where my bus is supposed to depart, so everything looks fine, and the next step of this adventure is starting. I made it to Tarifa, and my bus was delayed, but I'm glad I planned for delays, so it's not a problem. It's a beautiful small city, and I'm going through the maze of the old town to find my next method of transportation. Over there, I just spotted Africa. And one of the reasons I came on this trip is because I finally wanted to visit another continent. And like part of me thought like it's gonna happen when it's gonna happen. But another part of me thought, let's just make it happen. And that's kind of why I'm here today. Yeah, now it's just a ferry ride away. In Morocco with this ferry. We had a bit of like a rainstorm, but now it's warm and nice, and I'm gonna buy a SIM card and find a hostel. I have a SIM card, I have money. I've already gotten lost twice, but it doesn't really matter because I never had like a place I needed to be. But now I'm on my way to the hostel I want to sleep tonight, and it's the first time ever that I'm somewhere and I don't yet know where I'm gonna sleep, but I just thought I really wanted to be super spontaneous, so I didn't book anything. So let's see. So I made it to the hostel, and honestly, after 2.5 days of traveling, I do have to say everything worked out exceptionally well. I am in Morocco, which is a country of Africa, and I made it to another continent. And I'm happy about that. And traveling with such light luggage, like as you know, I have just this very small bag, honestly it made everything so easy and comfortable. This is part of like a rooftop area of my hostel, and honestly, isn't the view beautiful? I'm going to show you the view to the other sides around me. And it just rained a little bit, and now I'm going to check out the city of Tanger a bit more. I'm glad to be here. I do have to say, it's crazy how extremely easy it is for me to just cross the sea and come to Morocco or to Africa in general, and how crazy hard it can be the other way around. Like, especially if you're not like, if you don't want to go to Europe as a tourist, but to live there, it's unfair how easy it is for me and how hard it can be for other people, depending on your passport and the country you were born in. But I'm grateful, and I want to experience a lot of this country. And so let's start right now. And with that, we are at the end of the part 1 of the Morocco series. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will link part 2 on the screen as soon as it's out. And I'm trying to be fast, you know. So thank you so much for watching, and check out the video on the screen, and I do hope to see you there or in one of my other videos. Goodbye.